Hello everybody, welcome back to Helping Others Improve. We've got a top laner this time, which is hiding behind Alistair. And I haven't had a top laner in quite some time, so hopefully this is really good. Now, I got given a question, I got asked a question before this started, of do I take TP or Ignite? And if you're a really aggressive top laner, Ignite isn't bad. It just means you lose out on map pressure and that kind of stuff. You lose out on TP ganking and that kind of stuff. For instance, if there's like a team fight mid or bottom, you're going to have to walk all the way there or ignore it completely and just try and get an objective top. Whereas if you had TP, you could just TP and then help with the fight and get more objectives like that. So you do lose out on objective potential, but you gain kill potential, and it's up to the user really to try and make that worth it. Now, I noticed that you had FIFA for Battle when this started. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think it's not bad, but I don't think it's good either. I think Renekton's usually take Grasp of the Undying or even Thunderlords. Heck, Warlords would have even been better in this case because you'll have sustain, and this way you'll be able to sustain yourself and then stay in lane longer. Because FIFA for Battle won't do that. That won't do that at all. So you just traded off HP gain for attack speed, and I don't really think as a Renekton you don't need that attack speed. Anyway, you are up against an Aurelia with a Zinja jungle, Cassidy mid, Jhin and Morgana bot lane. With you at the top, Yi jungle, Draven bottom, Alistair bottom, and Ahri in the mid. So it seems like Aurelia is AFK. That sucks. It seems like she leashed too and then just went AFK. That's a bit weird. So you're gonna like last hit this. Oh, you messed it up a little bit. That's okay. You're gonna go off and you're gonna ward this. That's really, really good. Take a sip of my coffee. Alright, what you're doing now is like you should be freezing this as much as you can because Aurelia is AFK. So you kind of just like want to slowly let this push back against you. Trying to fight Aurelia at the moment, it's just like, eh. You missed that last CS. But that's fine. You're like an 8 CS lead. You're like a 10 CS lead above Aurelia because Aurelia was AFK for whatever reason. So hopefully this works out. Pardon me. Because she also has Ignite, so she also has kill potential against you as well. Which is scary. Oh, that's your first blood for you. That's really, really good. You're gonna like head off. What are you doing? Alright, so Xin Zhao's been spotted. One thing you could do, because Xin Zhao was pinged, is you know he's in the top lane. You know that he's coming. So I don't necessarily agree with this fighting that you're doing right now. But what you should do is actually collapse in on Jhin. You're not aware that he's there. Alright, that's you caught out, that's you stuck, that's you given second blood. That's a flash, that's Ignite. That's Aurelia dead, and that's you dead. Now, I like to think you fucked up, because you saw that Jhin was here, and you chose to fight the Aurelia still, and it's like, why? You should have listened to the pings over here, you should have like quickly glanced like, oh, Jhin is over here. That means he will be coming top in a matter of like a minute. So, and you chose to stay overextended right about here and chose to keep trying to like do something when you should have actually just played it safe, backed off, and you had a trinket up, I think. So you should have warded this bush here because you know it was over in your red side. So I don't know why you didn't ward this bush. Like you were trying to get something on Aurelia that you couldn't have done. So that's one thing you could have done better, was being like, oh, Zin's here, ward this, play safe. That's the summary of that little bit. Ahri does pick up another kill this. Ahri does pick up 2-0, but you died because of it. And Aurelia gets a kill out of it. And that actually puts her ahead of you now. Because she's got potions for more sustain. You got cookies for whatever reason. And yeah, she's just got extra money above you. Yeah, she's got 300 more gold than you currently. Take a sip of my coffee again. You stunning her like that is like a waste. It's you might as well just farm as much as you can. Let Aurelia push this into you, so then you could farm under tower. For just like stunning that would be really good. That's what you could have done. You need to save your stun to last hit now, or to like that, or to like stop Aurelia from like jumping in on you. That's what you really need to do at this point in time. And get that one. All right, that's all well and good. So you're only 4 CS ahead of Aurelia, despite the fact that you had a 10 CS lead because she was AFK. So I just think awareness is just something you need to work on right now. That and a few other things, but I won't go into too much detail. Alright, so while this fight's going on, and I'll click on you and hide this, I'll talk about it. Talk about some things anyway. If you don't know what to do for runes and masteries, you can always look them up. I mean, I've always got mine that are posted on the boards for anybody to see if they want examples and that kind of stuff. I know that you currently only have one full rune page, and you're actually missing out on some runes. What you could do, because like I know you've only got an AD page and you've got a half an AP page. So what you could do is you could actually take your AD runes that you do have and just put them on the AP rune page, because why not? AD runes actually ain't that bad on AP champions, because at the start of your game, your auto attacks still scale off of AD, and so the more AD you have at the start of the game, it'll actually be easier for you to last hit and actually harass the enemy laner. Or don't necessarily agree with that. You're not going to kill her. Probably should have waited on Ignite. It's okay. She'll leave now, so you'll be able to push this in. And so, even though you've only got half a rune page, you still should actually put your AD. It managed to keep her there. Alright, that's really good. Alright, you should actually put your leftover AD runes onto your AP page just to complete it, because a little bit of AD on AP champions isn't that bad. It helps with last hitting, helps with harass. And then since you've taken Fever for Battle, I don't think you have. I didn't check your masteries. I probably should have checked your masteries before I started this, which is kind of my bad. I think you should, you're given 20 mastery slots, so you might as well use all 20. Like 80 top versus 80, AP top versus 80, 80 top versus AP, AP top versus AP, and that kind of stuff. Like, I have a lot of fucking masteries. A lot of runes too. It's just a general tip for anybody starting ranked, is that if you're new to ranked, you should always make sure that you have 2 full tier 3 rune pages first. Because at the moment, you're actually at a huge disadvantage because you don't have it. As you are using your 80 rune pages, yes. So you still got a full tier rune page. However, if by any chance you decide to go AP in any role, then you're actually at a disadvantage and you'll be forced to use your 80 rune pages. Unless you want that lack of stats. So that's just something that everyone needs to be conscious about, is their own runes and mastery pages. I do like that attempt to try and get that minion though, to try and like save it. You got your stun ready. Alright, so let's do this. Let's see what's happening on the other side of the map. Looks like there's a gank down in bot lane. Alright, so you got a Phage and that's a longsword. She's got a boots and a Phage. You've got 16 CS ahead of her now. And you're actually 200 gold ahead of her now. Oh. Oh. That was a good trade, good harass. Alright, so now you're 20 CS ahead, you've ordered that, that's all well and good. So you know that Zin's bot, you should have been aware that Zin was trying to gank bottom and that kind of stuff. So you should have been trying to pressure this a bit more, I think, maybe? No, she's gone ham on you. Well, that's an ultimate by you. And that's you dead. Right, now hang on. While I drink my coffee until it's empty. I'm close to it. Sorry that I'm drinking, it's just, you know, coffee's delicious. You messed up by underestimating her damage and the fact that she still had Ignite. You should have realized that in your last fight, she didn't use Ignite or Flash. So she still had both summoners up. You were already half dead. Pardon me. And so her W actually heals her for every auto attack, and I think if she activates it, she does true damage instead. And then her E is a stun / slow. She didn't get a stun off you, but it was still enough to kill you. And then her ultimate does damage, and it also heals her if she hits an enemy champion, I think. So, as another thing that people should be more aware of is just champions in League of Legends, like what they do, what are they capable of. Like, does this do that? Does a Q heal them? Does a Q stun them and that kind of stuff? Also, you like tanking like 200 HP worth of minion waves isn't really that good. So you're just ahead in gold by like 50 gold. I'm not even kidding about that. You could pull out a pink, which isn't too bad. I think at this point in time you would need boots. Because you got 2 long swords, and it's like, why? You don't need 2 long swords. If anything, you kind of need armor. You're up against an AD top who's actually destroying you quite easily, who just took out your pink. So you'd need armor in order to combat her. You need boots to help you maneuver and actually do stuff. Alright, so she wasn't paying any attention. Master Yi's coming in. Dash, dash. Alright, your ult's back up already. That's insane. Your ignite's back up already. That's insane. And you managed to secure the kill. Alright. So that was a good gank by Master Yi because Aurelia just wasn't paying any fucking attention to the fact that this was water and Master Yi stood in there for like 3 seconds. Master Yi is helping you push this out. That is actually really good. Now that Aurelia is dead and the fact that she doesn't have TP, you want to get this tower down. You want to destroy this tower. So what you two are doing right now is really, really good. But yeah, on to what I was saying before. You would need armor against AD, AP. They have 3 AD. You okay there, dog? Jesus Christ, I can hear that. She's fucking scratching herself. And yeah, just AD against Jin Zhao and Aurelia is just really, really good in general. Pardon me. That little burparoo. And it doesn't hurt because you're supposed to be tanky. Like, you're one of the main tanks of your team comp at the moment. Because Master Yi won't go tank. Ari won't go tank. Draven won't go tank. So, it makes sense for you to be the tank. Phage is good as a tank item. 2 longswords is kind of meh. It's 12 minutes. You should have basic boots right now, like Aurelia does. And by 20 minutes, you should actually have the upgraded boots. So it looks like you're going to get Rift Herald, which is really good. I barely see fucking anybody get Rift Herald nowadays. And it's just like, why? It's really, really good. It'll be fucking amazing on either you or Master Yi. Don't be mad if Master Yi gets it. But it'll be just as good as if you get it as well. Alright, so it looks like he's giving it to you. You're going to go back to base. How much gold do you have currently? You have 1,500 gold. That is really good. Hopefully that should be some fucking boots. Let's see what you buy. Are you level 9? You are level 9. Well, staying yellow trinket as top lane isn't really that bad. You bought a black cleaver, you bought basic boots. Okay, bought another pink. That's all fine and dandy. I still think armor will be good. But black cleaver isn't bad. It does give you health and cooldown reduction. It also gives you that, you know, armor shred ability, which is pretty good. Alright, I was about to talk about something, but now I've fucking forgotten it. Armor, yeah, I've already mentioned that a few times. Rift Herald, yeah, you got that. Alright, now I remember, before I sidetracked. Click on you. Yellow isn't that bad to keep as a top laner. I mean, normally if you're a jungler or a support, by level 9, you would swap it out to an Oracle Lens. And that kind of stuff, just to help clear out wards. You staying yellow isn't bad. But mid or ADC or marksman should actually swap to blue trinket. So then they don't have to face check bushes. I mean, if you don't want to face check bushes as Renekton, then get blue. Because then, you know, you can be like over here, but then you can like ward this still. Or you can be like over here and you can ward this. Or you can be like here and you could ward this. It's pretty good. The blue trinket's really, really good for that. Just like being able to see if there's someone hiding in this bush without you having to leave your lane. It's just something that's really, really good. So bot lane's doing wonders, actually. Like your mid lane and your bot lane's carrying you. I mean, the only one that's died has been the support on you. Aurelia's going in on you. That you should have your Fury up. That's Q. Yep, that's a lot of damage. You're going to go in on it. Don't necessarily agree with that flash. Like, why? There was no point. It ignite. Yep. And you managed to win that. There was a bit of a weird flash. I don't necessarily agree with that flash, because you like flashed like literally like an inch that way, and you just didn't dodge shit. It was a bit of a weird flash. But whatever. What are you looking at, dog? Just my dog just chilling in the corner. Alright, so this has been pushed out, so there's no tower here. So you pushed out the wave, that's really good. You're backing. How much gold do you have? 1,000 gold again. So that should be upgraded boots right about 15 minutes. It wouldn't be. Oh, you upgrade boots. That's all good. Mercury charge is really good because that helps against Morgana, Jin. That helps against every single one of them actually. And you got another health crystal. That's really good because you want to be tanky. You're the main tank of the team after all, so you do want to be tanky. Now, your top lane is gone. Well, the top tower is gone. So you've got to make a decision here. This is where you make a decision of, do I keep split pushing top lane and keep Aurelia busy because Aurelia doesn't have TP, or do I roam and with my team and try and get more objectives? Because Draven just died because he was overextended, despite all that fucking vision there in bot lane. Draven even managed to kill him somehow. So it looks like you're going to go in for a little sneaky gank on the Aurelia, maybe? Not going to go get Scuttlecrab? Okay. Well, you should be able to get it really quickly, and Scuttlecrab actually isn't that bad. It's a good disengage and re-engage tool. So Master Yi is coming in from that way. You're going to come in from the top. That isn't bad. Oh. Master Yi's going to harp. Master Yi might not even need you. That was a bit of a weird flash. Like you could have just probably walked that distance or even queued the distance. And to stall the wave here, I would actually back off a little bit because you are quite overextended and you only have vision here. Alright, so you're going to back off a little bit. You're going to ward that. That's all well and good. You're going to help push this wave a little bit more. Alright, yeah, that's fine. You're 2-2, 100 CS by 17 minutes. You actually haven't met the minimum standard. You're actually 20 CS behind minimum standard in about 3 minutes. So, yeah. I mean, you are 2-2. It's better than being 2-5. But what I'm on about is there's a minimum requirement for CS for top laners, mid laners, and ADCs, and that's 60 CS per 10 mins. And then really good is 80 CS per 10 mins. So you've got 103. That's not, you know. Stun. You managed to kill him. She's dead though. So you should be able to turn and kill him. You're going to turret dive. That's not going to be good. You're going to take 3 shots. You support DC'd. I would just turn. I mean, like, you have your shit up. Yeah, there we go. You just kill her. No, you're actually not that low, so you could probably just go back to farming the jungle or something. Yeah, like, farm these. This is good. Because you won't die from it. And if you do, that'll be kind of sad and depressing. Because then this bumps up your creep score. It also gives you additional gold. Because now you have 1,300 gold again. And that should be Ruby Crystal upgraded into whatever you're getting. I would actually go for a... Sterix isn't bad. Sterix isn't bad at all. I was about to say Spirit Visage. Because Xin Zhao's third ult attack actually does magic damage, I think. Kassadin does magic damage, Jin does magic damage, and Morgana does magic damage. So Spirit Visage will actually help you against this kind of team. It'll also bump up your health stats. It'll bump up your magic resistance, as I said before. It'll also make it so your Q heals you a little bit more than what it would naturally. You okay there, dog? Stop fucking messing with shit. I don't necessarily agree with you getting Scuttlecrab right now. There's no need for you to go get it. There's a bit of a fight going on in mid, and you're getting Scuttlecrab instead. Like, there's just no point. Like, I think if you were here in mid, like, already, these two would be dead. You're gonna, like, come in and steal this kill? Alright, Ari managed to get it. Here is Morgana. Alright, Morgana's dead. Right. You could just, like, leave top, because it's only Aurelia pushing this. Like, fuck this. Like, Aurelia will get this tower down. But you guys will get this tower, and I think a tier 2 tower is way better than getting a tier 1 tower. And she's not even getting it. She's trying to gank you guys from behind. Or trying to come in from behind. So you guys just keep pushing this and get like a fucking... Oh wow, you went ham. That was a bit weird. I don't necessarily agree with all of this. You're gonna die because of it. Yep. It's a good thing your team managed to follow up, but that was really, really weird. I suppose you did die for a good objective. You managed to get a tower and an inhibitor because of your death. So that isn't bad. I just found it a bit weird. I mean, there was 4 of you here. Hopefully someone did follow up. They did follow up, which is good. You're a bit tanky. Got Sterix now, so that isn't bad. But you haven't died as much as the Aurelia, but you're just flat even at the moment. And you are officially 5 to 10 CS below average. Below the minimum standard, actually, currently. I know I gotta point out, I know it's kind of annoying and whatever to hear, but I gotta point out these things. No one on your team has upgraded the trinket. You have a support Alistair, he's still got his yellow trinket and hasn't upgraded that. That needs to be worked on, but I'm spectating you and not him. See, your team stayed here when they shouldn't have, and they died because of it. That was a bit weird and silly. If anything, you should be focused on getting Dragon right now. Like, getting red isn't bad, it's just, like, why get red when you can get Dragon? So there's only 2 members of your team alive. You kind of need to be with them at this point in time. You don't have TP. And you order that, that's all well and good. But I would actually roam with these guys and stay with them. Because you being by yourself top, it's just going to get you killed. Because Aurelia is going to come in, Zen's going to come in, and you're both going to die. Right, so Master Yi managed to get the dragon, that's all well and good. But you are caught out. Aurelia is going to come in and jump on you. Kassadin might even try some stupid shit. Right. You're overextending into the jungle like this when all 5 team members are alive is really bad. If they had more of this watered, kind of like what you're doing again now, that's potentially really dangerous. So you're going to be chasing him. Red's going to slow him down. Red won't kill him. Renekton is the best 2v1er in the entire game, so you should be able to kill them. Do you have your flash up? No, you used it before. Just get this tower. There's no point in chasing this kill. Is Draven gonna ult? Nah, Draven's not gonna do anything. Chasing kills is always really bad. Instead, just scare them away from objectives like this tower, just so it's easier for you to get. I think if you ulted here before as well, you possibly would have killed Kassadin. Alright, so this Jhin caught out. You should go immediately on it, yep. You got exhausted. Need a peel for your carry. Right, so this Kassadin dead. That needs to be Aurelia dead. And that is a good team fight. Since you are the main tank and you do have a target CC stun, well, it's kind of a target CC stun, you need to keep them off Draven and just let Draven do his work, and then Draven will do a lot of damage. So this should be this inhibitor, and it should be game, because you do have a super minion here. You should just be able to easily do this. No, don't attack this tower. Why? Like, just focus this tower. Don't chase this. Ignore him. He's useless. He's worth nothing. Go get this. This is good. You guys are going to go die for him? Okay, that's fine. He didn't even die. Well, there he is. He's dead now, but... See, what you're doing is really good. Just fucking end the game. There is no reason to delay this any longer. Rip. And that should be GG. You know, like, beam a little bit in the end there? Right. So that was kind of a good game. That was kind of even. Just an even game. Wasn't a bad game or a good game. Now, if I missed out anything, anybody else feel free to let me know and what I can do better and that kind of stuff. I mean, help this guy also improve and that kind of stuff. And if you have anybody else that might need some help, try sending me a replay and maybe I can get back to it. In the meantime, I will see you acolytes later. Goodbye.